Hello there, Taurus. This is your collective love reading, taking you from where we are. The months are flying. Mid-Feb, I'll say that, right the way up until the end of March, beginning of April. Remember though, just the usual, you're all on different timelines. You know what, I'm just going to put it right out there. Before I start, I'm going absolutely freezing, which is a great sign. It means spirit is coming in really strongly. Going back to what I was just going to say, there's somebody's around you, they like a bad smell. I've had this smell following me all day. It's not me. It really isn't. It's your energy that I've been channeling through. You know you want to move forward, but it's as if there's this last link on a chain of several chains you've had on you. And this last link on this last chain, you've got to try and break it. And I'm hearing depart. I think that came through yesterday in Aries reading, if not the day before in Gemini's. But you're trying to get someone off your case, I'm hearing here. Might be over something legal. This may not be directly, there's that Seven of Pentacles in reverse again. It's just flung itself out. I'm not sure if you've seen that. It was there yesterday in Gemini's reading. Or the day before. And there yesterday in Aries. Bloody hell. There is a lot of upset here. I am feeling it, but you're using it to motivate you. What Spirit's saying, it's only going to take you so far. You've got to really work on clearing the remains, I'm hearing, the remains of that shadow side. Clear, strong guidance, please, Spirit. What can you give me for love? For the period. I'm being blocked here. Is somebody ignoring you? Really blocked. They're trying to get you worked up, playing games. What can you give me, please, Spirit? Where do you see Taurus at present with regards to love? Some of you are single. You're happier that way. You're seeing opportunities coming in because you've been creating them, creating them. I'm hearing siphoning them, filtering them down to help you move forward. Doesn't mean to say love isn't going to come in, but this is just the position Spirit sees you in at the moment. That Seven of Pentacles that come out before and this Nine of Pentacles that's here, they're both ruled by Saturn. It came out yesterday in the Aries reading. Okay, how does your party view you at the moment? Well, there's that not talking. Oh God. Not making a decision. I'm getting playing games. Seriously, I am. What's gone down in the recent past between the both of you? What can you give me on that, please, Spirit? Judgment card. How are things at the moment between both parties? What can you give me on that, please, Spirit? Five of Swords, that's in reverse. There's that silent treatment. Whilst here, it looks like an avoidance of conflict. It's as if you're trying to reach out to them to sort something out and they're purposely ignoring you. They're trying to trigger you. But it's a game. There's definitely game playing here. What's going on within your party's environment that apparently you're not aware of at the moment? Knight of Cups. What else can you give me, please, Spirit? What have you got for me on how they feel towards Taurus at present? Six of Swords. Even though it's not all over the cards, I'm getting a strong Gemini coming into this reading. I really do suggest some of you check out that reading, you know. Even if you've not got it in your chart, because your party might have it in their chart. I'm hearing North Node. Some of you are strongly being directed that way. Fears, anxieties and concerns when it comes to the connection with yourselves. This is your party. Three of Cups. You're going to be happy. You're going to start going out socialising, whatever that is to you, but you'll be engaging with more people, more parties, I'm hearing. They feel threatened by that. They don't want you to be completely happy. They want to put this negative vibe onto you, so they know that if they're, I'm hearing, pissed off at you, then it's still going to be there at the back of your mind, not resolved. What's their plan of action when it comes to moving the connection forward with you? Well, there's that harshness. Likely they will take action towards you, but I think it's because something will have been brought into their awareness. They may have seen something, social media. may feel in a better place within themselves now, but for some of you, they've got correspondence through and they feel it's given them a bit of leeway. What can you give me, please, Spirit, of what's going to unfold over the next 8 to 10 weeks? High Priestess, silent treatment again for some of you. They may even, I was going to say reach out for guidance, but there may be a Pisces coming in on the mix, which they're keeping quiet at the moment. I feel you're in a boomerang energy at the minute. This come through yesterday in Aries reading. Maybe that some of you are Aries, Taurus cusp. There's an energy of them constantly bringing in this, what they see as a coping strategy, a control strategy, and blanking you, but not realising you're moving on anyway. It's a mither to you, whatever this is that's going on, but before you will have been sat in the pits, really letting it own you, but now you're not. You've got things to do, you've got places to be going, and that's why that Nine of Pentacles is up at the top, because you're investing in things that bring value to you and to your self-esteem and well-being. They can't control it, so they go silent. Some of you are really needing to sage your energy. I don't usually sage this much, but I'm telling you, I've been going for it before this reading, and then light an incense after that to bring the positive energy in. They really are, I'm sorry, but I've got to tell you what's coming through. It's what you want. Lingering. They are lingering like a smell. If you are single, hold out till the end, because I feel there's going to be some strong single energy coming through. For others of you, this is what's happening within your connection. Even if you're both at distance, it's just not nice. Nine of Pentacles, what can you give me on this, please, Spirit? Clear, strong guidance, and there's the ending. Death card. The realization as you're going through the transformation. If some of you are involved in spiritual practice, you're following that guidance, you're working really strongly with Spirit. Even your party is threatened by this, and because something just isn't coming to an end, it's unfair. Spirit is likely telling you it's unfair, and they're trying to get you to assert yourself, take control of the situation and move forward. Others of you, you're setting up workshops or getting others to invest into themselves, possibly physique, spiritual workshops, getting them to really sit down and give themselves time. And even though somebody isn't saying it because they're lacking confidence, they're wanting to reach out to you, but they're too, while I'm hearing fragile, I'm also hearing quite intimidated by you, you know, quite intimidated by you. They are, it's not all bad coming from this Two of Swords. What else can you give me, please, Spirit? Well, that threw itself out. King of Wands, and I'm going to take it because it feels it fits. They see you at the moment as taking leadership, being really passionate about something. As I said, that can be a workshop, that King of Wands. Can be somebody that works in personal fitness, trying to motivate change. Very inspiring. It's a very inspiring energy. Yeah, trying to motivate you to walk away from conflict. They're listening to what you're saying. They're taking it in, really absorbing it. You're not realizing the impact you're having on this person. There's a doubt here, or a worry. That's it, a worry when they're wanting to reach out to you. This come out in the same place yesterday, and you've heard how much I've been shuffling the cards, and that was in the Aries reading. You're trying to get them to tackle something head on, this issue, but they see you encouraging them with dealing with their shadow side. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Some of you are going to a support group or support network, maybe a spiritual group. You're not telling anybody though, because you like the idea of walking away from there, knowing that everything that was mentioned when you was in that space is contained there. You're even feeling the drive home to be healing, as if when you arrive home or you get so far home, you're actually driving away from the problem. You're going there motivating though, but you're getting triggered there as well, but you're trying to tackle, this person sees you as trying to tackle that devil energy head on. There's the links there on the chain. This is what I see in coming into the reading. And it's as if there's this one flipping, I'm hearing chimp. I'm not sure where this comes in. Then I've just heard Chimp Paradox. That's the book by, is it Steve? Can't think at the moment. You're trying to break those chains. You're getting there. It's a stubborn energy, but you may need spiritual assistance with this. Possibly Reiki. It's evident you're moving on. They're struggling with that. They're really struggling because there's issues they've got that they can't face head on. They just pass blame onto others, but you're doing all the work, all the groundwork, coming into your realization, gradually stepping away from them and realizing that that's not my issue, it's yours. But there's a massive amount of insight, huge, that's gonna come with this devil energy. You can see the glow there on the back of that devil card coming in behind. That's the insight, spiritual guidance as well. And it's just, I feel it's just going to hit you. Or they've noticed a dramatic change within you. And it's as if everything's opened up. And that's why that Sun card is there. Some of you need to check out your Saturn sign, because it'll help you with the paradigm, Spirit is saying. Nice, nice. What card have we got coming out there? 5 of Cups. That's in reverse. Okay. Spirit is really putting it out here, and I feel it's evident, or it is for me anyway. The motivational energy that's coming through is absolutely fabulous. It's a wonderful energy. It's an inspiring energy, and you're doing everything you can to keep yourself out of negative environments at the moment. Knight of Wands moving forward. There we go. You are dodging that low vibrational energy like bullets. And there you go. Investing the time into you, possibly making money from this insight that you've gained about yourself and trying to motivate others with it. But it's not all about the money with you. It's about, I just want to help somebody and get them to see. There's hesitancy coming in here. What's the hesitancy? Oh, where's it going? What's the Heather? Some of you may be involved with a Heather. What's the hesitancy about, please, Spirit? With what's gone down in the recent past. 6 of Wands. Oh, it's somebody who, it's the quiet treatment that you're getting. It's this party because you're holding yourself in high regard or putting out there about your results. It's not coming with a negative vibe though. There's a bit of ego too with this 6 of Wands, but you know, it's okay. But you're putting out there about your realizations of how things weren't balanced. When I say how things weren't right, I mean right for you. So if you were stuck with something, it doesn't have to be anything as heavy as drugs, alcohol, all different types of addictions, but it can be just things from childhood or things that have impacted us, and we're trying to dismiss the importance of them. And now you're putting yourself up there, being vocal about it and saying you don't need to settle for anything. Your party is definitely picking up on this, and I see in the comments, what can you give me on this 5 of Swords? That's in reverse, please, Spirit. There we go. You're avoiding conflict, but you're putting things out there, possibly on social media. You've got emotional attachments to whatever it is that you're posting about, the content. King of Swords. And Six of Cups. It can be just speaking up, putting something out there calmly in that Page of Cups energy. Some of you are starting to speak up, highlighting to your party that this that we've got between us, we've got to work it between us. We've got to do what the best thing is for the kids. They're noticing now the only attachment you've got to them now is the children. You're not emotionally invested in them anymore. Some of you though, you haven't reached this point yet. I'm also going back to Mercury retrograde, which happened, I think it was at the end of December, right the way up until about the last week in January. There's a reevaluating here, someone wanting to express themselves, but it's not coming out right, and this is why the hesitancy's there. They're feeling quite desperate here. I feel this is them down here wanting to, in this Knight of Cups energy, considering offering that cup to you, or they're going to somebody else asking them, what do you think if I said this? But they're remaining in that energy, that King of Swords energy. It can be both of you, but I feel they're really trying to remain in that stiff energy, to leave an impression on you in your mind, as if when you're walking away, you're thinking, I know they're not happy with me. I don't see this changing. It's such a twisted way of keeping you involved. It really is. They will not drop their guard. They are quite emotionally immature, or when they're trying to get your attention anyway. What was that? Yeah, because they don't want you to walk away. It come out sideways. You've got that twice now, and that's there. They're trying to find a way to keep you involved with them. They're wanting to create Mither, because Mither brings attention, or that's what they think, and at least they're getting something if they're getting some attention from you. Spirit wants me to go to this card next. Six of Swords again. What can you give me please, Spirit, on this Six of Swords, of how they feel? Whenever you move forward, they want to reach out. That's what I'm getting with this. But because of their stubbornness, because this as well is ruled by Saturn, they've got such deeply ingrained ways and beliefs about them. But you're changing yours, you're addressing yours, you're evolving. They're not. They don't want to. The universe is assisting you. They could assist both of you, but they're really restricting any change, because it's so important and so valuable to them to be right. 10 of Cups. They want to tell you how happy you make them, but they think you will blow them off big style. There is definitely feelings here. It's a very needy energy. They're very needy towards you. And they're realising that when you got together, it may have been built on insecurity. You've wanted to work on yourself. You've just not been satisfied with who you are. You've wanted more. And we shouldn't settle. We shouldn't just be satisfied if we are, and that's the place that we're at, and we're happy with it. That's okay. But it's also okay to want more. You've wanted more. You've taken action towards this to deal with issues from a child and to get closure. And that's why that Six of Cups is there. You've gained insight from it. And even though it was awful as what it was, massive learning has taken place. Huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, this is one of the most inspiring, amazing energy readings I have ever done. Knight of Cups, please, Spirit. What's going on within your party's environment? Did you hear that? At the moment that apparently you can't see, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, there's your energy. They're wanting to offer the cup to you, but there's so much doubt there. They're trying to make sense of what your connection was about. But they feel if they come into you, they're appeasing. There's a word coming through here and I can't quite get hold of it. Appeasing. They're appeasing. Interesting. This Nine of Pentacles that's in reverse though, it doesn't always have to be the single person's card. It can be somebody that's gone within and invested and they're starting to appreciate, really find the value in things, the everyday things. But they don't want to come in and look like they're being needy because they feel there was a codependency there, and I'm not sure which way it was going. I feel it was them wanting you to be needy towards them, and you realise you don't need them, you've outgrown them. They feel as well that if they come in, you won't give them the time of day, frankly. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Nine of Pentacles that's in reverse? Ta-da! More Virgo energy. I'm sensing there's somebody outside of you, external to you, or someone you may come into contact with during July and August who really is gonna... Oh, that's interesting, because they're going back to July and August of last year. June, July, August of last year. They're a Leo and they've opened up your eyes. They're making you see something you've not seen before from an alternative angle. I'm seeing the planet Earth and its importance to them. I feel it's somebody within a spiritual setting, recovery setting, someone who really has done the groundwork, but they're very inspiring in a unique way. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Some of you, this energy that's down here, what's going on within your party's environment at the moment that apparently you're not aware of, this is a future reading. This energy that's down here isn't this energy that's up here. Spirit's picking up an additional person, but classing it as your party as well. I don't think you've met them yet. Or if you have, they've left a lasting impression on you, or you have on them. Yous have gone quiet somewhere, you've not been able to reach, and then boop, pop back up again. Yeah, there is somebody here who you may even have tried to reach out to them in the past and they've just not got back to you yet, but they've had their own going on as well. But you are in their awareness. What else can you give me about Taurus being in their awareness? The Empress. They've been going through an awakening as well from about September, and then I'm hearing kids. The kids. And Four of Cups. They've been doing their own cord cutting, but that's why the disconnection's been there. Oh, this reading, I'm telling you, it's absolutely beautiful energy. Okay, Spirit wants me to go on to another deck. What can you give me on the Three of Cups, please, Spirit, of your parties, fears, anxieties and concerns? Well, look, I don't know which one this is going to be. I mean, if you're single, it's a kind of a bingo in a way, but if it is you're involved with somebody, there is somebody else that's got their eye on you, and it's a lovely energy. I feel it's somebody that's made quite an impression on you as well. It's quite a, ooh, that's a nice giddy type energy. There's a connection there. If it isn't a fancying connection, it's a spiritual connection. You are in each other's radar. What can you give me on these Three of Cups of fears, anxieties and concerns? The Magician. Okay. Six of Cups again. And King of Wands again. Some of you have been on a night out you've seen or bumped into somebody. I feel you know them and you've really taken them by surprise. You may have known them from a kid. They are, well, while I don't think it's a fear, I do think it's an anxiety or a concern that the way they feel towards you is quite overwhelming, and they don't know whether you're with anybody, but they've had to really keep themselves in check here with this magician energy. Maybe that they're overanalyzing of when they've bumped into you, if this is the case, or when they're going to bump into you. If they've had alcohol, whether they're putting themselves across in the right light. Do you know when you get up in the morning, you think, what for said, where for been, what for done? You have that feeling in your belly called the fear. They've got the fear at the moment because they don't know if they have embarrassed themselves in front of you. Others of you, there's a group setting. I'm hearing exercise class, and they're trying to remain in control, but they're absolutely sweating buckets here because they're seeing how passionate and motivated you are, but they're getting a little bit giddy, but they don't want to embarrass themselves. There's so much water. There's a highlighting of that 3 there, the cups, the 3 cups that's up at the top. Maybe some of you are on 3 litres a day now, and you keep motivating it into them in this King of Wands energy because you're trying to inspire them, open the world up for them, but they're also panicking because they feel whilst they've been in your arena, shall we say, or you've been in this joint arena, maybe a support group, they may have embarrassed themselves. They're worrying about embarrassing themselves because there's a little something, shall we say, but this is an anxiety for them that they get quite flustered, withdraw a little bit. You may think they're not that interested, but they are. The cogs are really going behind the eyes there. They're really going. Workshop. I keep hearing workshop coming up and seeing people in a staff meeting. King of Swords then, what can you give me of the action your party is going to take towards you? They're going to withdraw themselves emotionally. There we go. There's the sulking. They're going to treat the situation for what it is, but they don't want to. There's not a response. They're not getting a response from you. If there is a response, it is just, hi, thank you, what should we do, I'll call you. You're the one wanting to set the right impression for the child's sake, but they're sulking because they know you're only holding it together and being respectful because you're moving on, and you both need to be responsible in front of the child. It's not because you genuinely want to be nice towards them, or if it is that you're being nice, it's because you've got over them. You're treating them for what they are. What else can you give me on this 4 of Cups, please, Spirit? The Chariot. And Wheel of Fortune. For those that aren't interacting with each other at the moment, they're going to reach out to you. It's been distance or something to do with their car, of why they've not been able to get in contact with you. You've left an impression on them though, and I feel they have on you. But there's some type of embarrassment here because they feel I feel a humiliation. She does look like she's got a bit of a cob on, but she's got over it on a jumper. They're reaching out to you, or they're in your, I'm hearing element. They're in your, and then I was just going to get hindrance. They're in your energy, your environment. They're in your environment. And with that over it that's on the jumper, they're coming asking for help, but they want to make it look like they're over what they're asking for help with. And I think this is going to happen from February, March, end of Feb up to end of March. Why is it they won't let themselves be vulnerable moving forward? Because they want to make it look like they've got it all together. And there's something they're getting from you. You're both knowledgeable on it. But because you're giving something from your perspective, oh my God, I'm going so giddy here. There's so much emphasis around water here. Around water. And then I'm hearing locker room. I don't think this has happened for some of you yet. It definitely hasn't happened if you're single. There may be a dad or a partner here. And there's a feeling of being bad when they're in your environment, because you are making them a little bit giddy. And Spirit's drawing me really strongly to that Chariot that's up at the top there, and the yellow that's in the back. Yellow, that can be linked to Leo. So we've got July, August, and then Spirit's going June, July, August. Maybe from last year. I feel you may have met them last year during the summer. They're coming back in again. They are. This is, it's nice. It's nice energy. High Priestess there. What are you predicting even more, please, Spirit? I mean, that felt like it was a prediction. That was up there. They're taking me back to it now. So some of you, it is just going to be about the travel. But there's something that you're saying to them that they're sulking about here, because I feel they know you've moved on and you just want to play dad or mum in this King of Cups energy. And they hate that. High Priestess energy, what can you give me predictively? There's that King of Swords again. Oh my God. And the Tower, boom, there's that. Felt that coming into the reading, and there's them getting all giddy. I feel you've reached out to them about a compromise, saying, if you can't meet me here, meet me there. Like if you're going on a date or something, it's as if they're being penciled in, but I feel you're being spiritually guided and you're having to be really disciplined with something, as if there's a spiritual awakening or a massive thing that has been covering your life. May even be a court case, comes to an end, and they're saying causal chakra. Causal chakra, you can see the crown, it's being blown off the tower there. That can be linked to the crown chakra, but it's at the back. The causal chakra, if you were to look it up, it's as if it's above the 7th chakra, towards the back of your head. It's like the 7.5 chakra, with the 8th one being right above. There's something to do with full moon energy here. You've been going through a particularly hard time, I feel, since November, December. May have been the full moon during the Sagittarius season. I can't work out if that will have been the full moon in Taurus or full moon in Gemini, which was during Sagittarius. But this causal chakra, that's what gets blocked and needs working on when you're heavily impacted by the full moon energy. There's a lot of moon energy coming into this reading with the High Priestess and all the cups. It has got a spiritual vibe to it, but that's not going to be for all of you. But some of you are going to start working on that causal chakra. But there is a psychic, spiritual connection here. You can't quite place it because it's new to the both of you. But it'll start to make sense once you start working on that causal chakra. You know what? I'm going to put the video up of a lady who explains it brilliantly. And it'll help you with all of that mither and bring even more clarity and insight. I feel you're connecting on a psychic level. You're mirroring each other here. You're just unaware of it. You may have been wondering in the past why the other one hasn't been reaching out, why they've gone completely absent. But then you ended up doing the same yourself. And that's what's happening from their end. They just go quiet. Both of you, for some reason, have tried to or decided to jig yourselves back up and get active again in whatever it is at the same time. There's parallels going on here. but you feel for them. There's a feeling in the solar plexus. They may have had difficulties themselves from a child that they can't quite express yet. You're helping them with it, but there's fear with it as well, because they don't want to look they feel they're going to look a divvy. My God, this has to be one of the most wonderful, beautiful energy readings that I've done. Keep doing you. Keep doing what you're doing. Concentrate on that causal chakra if that's the direction that you want to go in. And again, I'm hearing citrine. Citrine is linked to Leo. Again, they're going June, July, August. They might be suggesting working with the citrine, or this may come into your awareness around that time period. But yeah, things are looking great. I like it. Speak soon. Take care. Bye.